Yes. Yes. Let's do it. Paige's Picks. Week 5 in the NFL. We give you 4 winners, or we try to. We're 9-8 on the season on the NFL. Game number 1. I've been talking about it all week. Cowboys plus 5.5 on the road in Los Angeles against the Rams. Let's get after it. I am drinking the Kool-Aid on the Dallas Cowboys. I never thought I would ever hear the day I said that. Give me more Cooper Rush. You've heard more cowbell? I want more Cooper Rush. The guy plays mistake-free football. He'll need to do that on the road against a beleaguered Rams team that's just gone through the motions in the early part of this year. The Super Bowl hangover is real. Dallas is getting 5.5. I think they're going to win on the field. Money line is plus 198, but I'm talking about the line, so we'll just say plus 5.5. Love the Cowboys. That defense is Super Bowl caliber. Shut down Cooper Kupp, you shut down the Rams. They can't run the football. I love Dallas. On the road, plus 5.5. I hope I don't live to regret it. Take the Cowboys. Did I say 5.5? Yeah, it's 5.5. All right, game number 2. Loved the Lions all week. Not anymore. I don't normally mention games that I'm not picking, but I mentioned this because early in the week I was all over the Lions. Taking on the Patriots, who have all sorts of issues at quarterback, and Bailey Zapp is likely to be starting this week. But the Lions got issues. DeAndre Swift is hurt. Their receiver, St. Brown, is hurt. And if Swift and St. Brown are out, so am I. Not touching the Lions and Patriots. That is not game 2. Game 2, though, is the Jaguars, -7 at home against the Texans. Jags have given up about as many points as the Texans have scored. How do the Jags handle prosperity? Now we're going to find out. They're 2-2. People are wise to them. They think that this Jaguar team could potentially win the AFC South. I agree with what I've seen through the first 4 weeks. Coming off a game where they turned it over 743 times, or roughly thereabouts. I love the Jags for the big bounce-back win. We know how bad the Texans are. Jags -7. If you can, buy the hook. Get it down to 6.5 to be safe, but I still like the Jags -7. Game number 2. Number 3, let's go to Carolina, the 49ers and the Panthers. I'm not typically keen on taking teams who have to travel across the country 3 time zones, but the 49ers are the exception. That defense, much like the Cowboys, who I love, Super Bowl caliber. The Panthers can't score. Baker Mayfield ain't going to throw it much. He ain't going to be able to because he's going to be on his backside most of the game. You're going to have 2 teams running it a lot, playing it safe. You don't take too many chances with Jimmy Garoppolo. He probably doesn't love that. But it means the 49ers probably win. But I'm talking about the total here. Under 38.5. Neither team can score. They'll both run it a lot. That means the clock is running. 38.5 is a minuscule number, but it's that low for a reason. Neither of these teams can score. Under 38.5, the 49ers and Panthers. That's game number 3. I got one more under for you. Vikings and Bears in Minnesota. It's my pick of the week. It's the Stone Cold Lock. Big, big, big. You know how I love unders. Get them where you can. Eric Casillas turned me on to the under last year, and I'm sticking with it. The Vikings and Bears in Minneapolis. All right. Hammer the under on this game. Here, the Chicago Bears have averaged 16 points per game this year. some of that's coming from their defense. That's how bad they've been on the offensive side of the ball with Justin Fields. On the road, 43.5 is the number. That's astonishingly high because it means they think Minnesota's going to score a lot. And the Bears' defense hasn't been terrible. But it's not to the degree where I don't think Minneapolis can't score. They're going to score some points. Minneapolis will win. 20-10, 23-7, 23-10. Either way, it's way under 43.5. That number's way too high. Hammer the under. Take the under. Vikings and Bears, 43.5. So the picks are the Cowboys plus 5.5 on the road in Los Angeles. The Jaguars -7 at home. 49ers and Panthers under 38.5. Vikings and Bears under 43.5. Page's picks. Week 5 in the NFL. Here on the Cash In.